And welcome back. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have the yellow Zerg from Lost in Translation. It is Solasce.
And in the bottom right position on Central Protocol, in the red, representing Team Born Gosu, fighting for match point here, it is SavageSam.
Man, I heard he's a savage.
Yeah, I know. Man, just brutal. Man, we're gonna lose viewers again. And so now neither player looking like they're gonna go for. Actually, never mind. I want to shut up because I'm wrong. So yeah, looks like SavageSam is gonna go for the safe gateway first here. I imagine a fairly early expansion behind this, because we of course know Solasce is choosing to go for that hatch first. And actually, SavageSam getting really lucky here and scouting him right off the bat. Of course, Solasce will scout him first with that Overlord as well. But it's always really nice to know that this early in the game, because this opens up your window to like proxy if you want to, or all in.
It's kind of lucky, but isn't this the map where there's no vertical spawns? So if he scouts him first, Solasce immediately knows, okay, he's horizontal.
Yeah, you're right.
So it honestly, it gives Solasce that much more information. But he is able to scout the extractor, the spawning pool. Knows nothing cheeky is gonna happen. So good scout from SavageSam.
Yeah, and behind that, he's gonna get his expansion, get his cyber core, and looks like another gate or just another pylon at the front of the wall. Can't talk today. And so now Solasce sending this drone up to the top left corner. Looks like he's gonna get a third hatchery here. Very greedy from him.
Very early. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier with when I was saying Pigger. He'll just go like blind 3 hatch no matter what. And I don't think it. I wish we saw 2 gateways here and he could start chronoing out of depths. But I don't know if SavageSam can really punish this.
Yeah, I mean, SavageSam does scout it, so he knows exactly what's going on here. But like you said, he just doesn't have what he really needs to punish it. I mean, 1 adept sucks to deal with, kind of. I mean, maybe it can get something done, but not too much. Mothership Core coming out now, as well as Metabolic Boost for our Zerg player. I think I would definitely like to see SavageSam here just like throw down some gateways or some tech and just commit to harassing these bases because they're so far apart. I mean, like there's so much dead airspace in the middle of the natural and the main that you like your Oracle could come here and heal, your Warp Prism could come here and wait. Like there's just so many options.
And not to mention that a 3 base Zerg untouched is one of the scariest things you can go against in StarCraft 2.
Mm-hmm.
3 base Zerg that can just drone up, get a nice healthy drone count with maybe even 6 gases, more likely 4. Just like the Roach Hydra army to ensure is just going to be absolutely devastating. So please, please, SavageSam, harass.
Yeah.
Please harass.
And I mean, so far, it doesn't look like he's going to commit to too much here. He's on 2 gateways, Stargate, double Stargate coming down now, as well as securing his natural gases for SavageSam. I mean, this is a pretty huge commitment. I mean, I'm real curious to see what he's going to decide to go for here, whether it be Oracle or Phoenix. And against the Roachworn coming out now, this has the possibility to do huge damage.
I think this will definitely be Phoenix. I don't see this being double Oracle. But usually, and here's why I might be wrong, is that I usually see pro players do an adept harass and then immediately throw down the 2 Stargates afterwards. So he may just be looking to get those Phoenix out a little bit earlier. And if you can get a nice Phoenix count before spores are up, if you have 6 Phoenix going to a mineral line, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah.
The amount of harassment you can do versus drones, you can even pick off queens. It's just incredible the amount of damage Phoenix can do. And even if the Zergs build 1 spore per base, 5 or more Phoenix can still do an insane amount of damage if microed properly.
Yeah, like I remember practicing against you, and even with like, obviously it's Protoss, even with like 1 to 2 cannons, those Phoenix just come in, lift up. It takes like a second to kill so many drones, and so it'll all be about as how well Solas prepares for this. No spores going down yet, because of course he doesn't know. I mean, honestly, it'd even be worth sacking one of these overlords just to go and get that scout off. Of course, he will know now once these four are.
Ooh,
Ooh,
nope.
avoids the scout. Nice job there. Now sentries coming down for the ground army. And
Ooh,
this is
uh-oh.
so scary for Solasce here. And now the jig is up. He knows.
Sees him coming up. He has a spore crawler halfway in production, but he needs another spore crawler. I love how he's positioning the queen right next to the spore crawler so we can't get picked off. And I also want to talk about how great that placement of the stargates were for SavageSam. It was right in between the spaces. No overlords could really get in without at least dying. And but again, one spore, these Phoenix are going to be able to wreak havoc on the Zerg.
Yeah, so obviously doesn't get that orange one targeted. I mean, now Solasce is heavily supply blocked, and there's so many overlords spread out across the map right now. Nice transfuser, keeping this queen alive, but really it's just delaying. Actually, does manage to save it. All right.
Ooh,
And so
he
now,
needs to keep close tabs on those Phoenix. So even if he loses one, that can be pretty devastating for the Protoss.
yeah, and now SavageSam here picking off this queen, and looks like he has another in his sights. No spore at this third base, and Solasce is just so supply blocked here, having to spend so much money getting these overlords back up. Nice job from Solasce there, saving the 3 drones here. Oh, but these overlords, as soon as they pop, getting immediately picked off.
And there's an attack at the front from Solasce, but he gets force field in, and the pylon is able just to wreak havoc upon the roaches. Same with the Void Ray. 5 kills on that Void Ray.
And
This game is already just looking so bad for Solasce. Isn't able to do damage to the Protoss, and the Protoss is able to deal damage at home. Ooh, it's not a position I would want to be in. And now, I mean, oh, Hydras are popping now. 11 Hydras are popping. They should be able to turn the Phoenix back, but it looks like Savage is just going to go full Savage and go for the kill right now.
yeah, and I mean, Solasce had to be very careful to make sure that this exact situation didn't happen, because now the reinforcements are picked off by SavageSam, and so now that Hydra count is so much lower than it needs to be. SavageSam is harassing the third base with this army, kind of getting pushed back here, but I mean, there's just so many Phoenixes here. This entire army's going to get lifted off and brutalized. SavageSam going for the throat.
You can't retreat against that many Phoenix, so just pick up your retreating forces. And even though this is such a small army, the ability for the Phoenix to lift off the units is absolutely insane. And I think SavageSam just cleans up right now.
Yeah, really impressive build there. I mean, now the drones are trying to fight the Stalkers, and we all know how that turns out. Roach is now getting finished off by the rest of this army. Phoenix are pretty much out of energy, but it doesn't even matter. Roach
This
is
is
now
match point.
This is
This
match
is
point.
GG,
GG.
Born Gosu 4-2 against Lit, the champions of the CTL Season 12. Great job from Born Gosu. Very well played. Let's see what TB Ham, not TB Ham, Tech 4 has to say.